That buttery gold, jittery zeitgeist withered by the watering hole. Water patrol, water we the heart, how can be art buckery suddenly? Not enough young in his lung for the water wing. Colorfully vulgar poacher at a mulch like I'm a put a pulse at a soldier and bolt. Sign of the time we elapse when a primate climb up a spine and attach eye for an eye, but a bug like swamps and vines to get a rise out of frogs and flies. So when a dog bites hog-tied prize, what a cost to life. The mouth's water on a fork and knife, and the allure isn't right. No score on a war-torn beach where the cash cow's actually beef. Blood turns wine when it leak for police, like that's not a riot, it's a feast.
And I will remember your name and face on the day you were judged by the funhouse cast. And I will rejoice in your fall from grace when it came to the sky like none shall pass.
None shall pass.
None shall
now,
pass.
if you never had a day of snow cone, couldn't fix, you wouldn't relate to the rowboat, caught a blitz, and we spoke through a no-dose, motor on the fritz, cause he wouldn't play role or fetch like a bitch, and express no regrets, though he isn't where the homeowner's pissed to the joke, cause you posed by the glitz. Sign of the swine and the swarm, when a king is a whore who comply and conform. Miles outside of the eye of the storm, with a siphon, a lure, and a prize and award, while avoiding the violent bazaar that is violence and war. True blue triumph is more like wait, let him snake the bread of the centerfold, let him break the walls of Jericho, ready go. Sat where the old cardboard city folks swap tails with heads like every other penny.
And I will remember your name and face on the day you were judged by the funhouse cast. And I will rejoice in your fall from grace when it came to the sky like none shall pass.
None shall pass.
Okay, woke to a grocery list. Goes like this, duty and death. Anyone object, come stand in the way. You could be my little Snake River Canyon today. And I ran with a chain of commands and a jetpack strap where a backstab lands if I can. Sign of the vibe in the crowd when I cut a belly open to find what climb out. With a bit of gusto we muster up to make a dark horse rush like enough's enough. The muster struck a nerve so they huff and puff. The Lord of Kings men fluster and clusterfuck, and it's a beautiful thing. To my people who keep an impressive wingspan, even when the cubicle shrink, you gotta pull up the intruder by the root of the weed and watch you through the machine.
And I will remember your name and face on the day you were judged by the funhouse cast. And I will rejoice in your fall from grace when it came to the sky like none shall pass.
None shall pass. None shall pass.
Any town, not even USA, any town. Take the medicine, tastes great. Got the key to the city, I'm wake bake. Waiting for the media shitting a 12-zipper gang paint. The origin of a thievery leader would take place. 2 Coke bottles storing the road toddler. Grapple the refrigerator, gamble an illa waver and no role model. Provoke him to shift focus, cause he noticed that a cookie tastes better when it's stolen. Gives you the darndest works, so Levin's arm skipped George for his mama's purse and bought enough fireworks from the bullies to blow up a small barn, which he kept in a box in the yard. And the bark isn't carved from a klepto anthem, but a klepto tangent. Preface the grand canvas, dance to the dirge. Stand up, celebrate the natural need to own what ain't earned. Fear rolls with the tongue like a smoke ring rolls off a lung till it's done. Ready, set, kept petty theft on a post-it. Later reply to motives to a moment on some grown shit. Hey, you with the sharp ambience. Did you foreplay the GM or you carpet a DM? Warplay the porn game, born to get the shore way to freedom or correlate with the sword playing heathens. Trickery, I'm back to work fresh out of high school on the prickly catwalk of the modern grind slide rule. Every last number in this history got its own little hustle to nuzzle up with the victory. Thanks. Bathe in a bottle of your finest. Tackleberry sift through the piss looking for diamonds. Before the hell appears to put the chemie in the climate. Get your money from the riches, get your pussy from the fly. Slow and low, do.com. Suicide king in the tuck of the palm. Slow and low, do.stop. 2 to 5 cans in the tuck of the trunk. And these are the 5 fingers that are stealing from you. And these are the 5 fingers that are stealing from you. And these are the 5 fingers that are stealing from you. Come on. I'm basically all stole. It's like, you stole it, you own it. What are you gonna do with it? conceit is dumb enough to feel like the public owe him a fucking thing. Nope, gotta configure the 5 finger, so the hot-wired vehicular skill is applicable. If an eye's when the prize and the itch ain't flushed, I hope the fruits of your labor outlive the initial rush. Like, step on the abysmal cuts with matchmakers trying to make the mixed signals fucked and incubate the mud, baby, through his stigmas crushed. Now he will learn to walk after he lifts the drums, and this is certified milk by the New York Department of Skullduggery. Shot lift quicker than your shutter speed. Click, misty dip with dumb cutlery. In and out of muddy river water till the rudder bleeds. Skip around a money filler, color me bunny killer, hovering where the mother feed. Gutter greed king at a crummy motherfucker breed. Fuck with me, it go knock knock rummy at a Bruckner speed. The seeds all grown, stop playing grown people games. Evil lames grown, encompass the whole steeplechase grip. Mitigate the master plan so when the workers are asleep. Yes, the pig is a cop, but gotta fill up the flock. So when I reckon the big and I hope the kiddies will watch. I hope the flipping of the system will be heavily clocked, cause opportunities fickle if they're a trickle, it stop. Capture the flag, drag that crass little bastard flat through the hazmat glass. Laugh when he asks for a bag, scrams that welcome to the magic in a basket of cash. Slow and low, do it .com, suicide king in the tuck of the palm. Slow and low, do it .stuff, 2 to 5 cans in the tuck of the trunk. And these are the 5 fingers that are stealing from you. And these are the 5 fingers that are stealing from you. And these are the 5 fingers that are stealing from you. Come on.
Checked out his straight aviators, gold leaf croquis. That's a new fly shit. Fucking diamond croquis.
Stay awake, little misfit. Her lips wet a very particular mischief. Sis, wiggle an index if your limbs let. Or settle for a warm burgundy bubble out of her beak instead.
Hey, tequila to free the worm. Had his liver scuba suit up on a Sabbath. This personal pale rabbit at the hole's end, her delicate mitten tipped. For sticking pissy liquor in him every day at 6. Silly predictability is a bitch. Fully patterned, had her awkwardly christening the small talk chalkboard. She said,
Less of a fixer-upper than my last bar.
funny, you're less of a fixer-upper than my last tour. Crass is similac to the milky way of today's youths. Both chuckle out. Next couple on a house, next couple on a couch. Swapping social coma rants, phobias and soldier doubts. Jokes and corporate mogul bands, motor mounts. The key to openness closure. Pussy plus yay, she hid in a broken toaster and let her wake neighbors over chemical flavor. The fuck sickly, tooth nail beauty through the skin deep. Now that dizziness is similar to whimsy with a pretty twist. If pretty is a bidding war for meteors of iffy sniffing cigarettes and pills on a speaker silhouette about a muted television and the rickety Venetians. Between tweaks he sweeps at Home Depot and reads mostly biblical but not cause he believed, but found a lexicon of Jesus, heavy literature fly. Feverishly sponged up the information high and fade into the cradle of a sing deck train wreck. She pet him with a mechanical tape deck playback plus the depressing sum of the two combined paychecks. Sung less when little Debbie Teacup put her legs back. Drunk put her on a business end of his favorite couplet from Corinthians. Sunk into the comforts of a kid again, enough to share the stuff that truly interests him. This is where the vision of a shiny happy Christmas end. Tipsy little princess wasn't listening, just yesing him. The more she fed him, yes, the more he fed her fresh barbiturates, assuming it was them against the world into oblivion. But he was just a stupid simian to let her live with him. Pirouetting madly on a mirror full of baggies in a valley of the irritable Aggie. Any sincerity, miracles, of memory buried in a backseat by the hazardous materials was seriously gasping. Here he is in action, trying to patch up the attraction. Figured he would win her back if he acted a common passion. Penned a couple chapters about a sassy pair of magnets with a cottage on a hill and a picket fence and a marriage. Never having gathered a rabid enthusiasm over language was fashioned around the aspirin in his cabinets. Asked her to read it, expecting flattery after the fact. This is an exact imitation of how she reacts.
You ain't shit, man, your story's a joke. You should package it with a last smoke and 6 feet of rope.
Man, she knows 5 chores, more coke in all 4. Said,
Leave me on the floor and leave the dope by the door.
bout store shook up, she cook up aluminum, consuming every skull and crossbones in the room. Another 2 minutes, he fuming with a flip lid. Storm into the crib and found her body on the tiles. Like, no, she didn't. Yes, she did.
Stay awake, little misfit. Her lips wet a
very particular mischief. Sis wiggling index if your legs let. Settle for a warm burgundy bubble out of her big instead. Ay, 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 ay. All day, all out. Got 8 million similar. And then there were 8. Just like that. Just like that.
In the beginning, it was large Marge set me on bed. Emptied a rent if you could double park the garbage boards gently. The moon took a second mortgage on the 7th house. Jupiter re-talked to Mars. He felt the host, the rover, sold them out.
Close your mouth, poke your snout over the cloak, aroma clouds. Solar boy, elope a couch, ogling older Polaroids. Motor mouth, show for the golden molar toy. Gophers yoke a fish out of water, he grows lungs and multiplies. Idle, when soldering a perfect union, it is vital to calculate any ornery loose ends. So if mutiny ensues, the aloof is assumed nuisance. The clue is in his vacancy, the proof is in his goosebumps. Maroon the traders expecting acres of Edelweiss, who later learn it may actually be safer to play with knives. I show up late looking Project Grizzly, 2 bowies, a third for throwing an accomplished dickweed. Nothing not a nail, I stuff a lot of pill to gut. What's the proper rules on stuffing hostages in trucks? I'll be numb enough to chill before the chopper spill the blood, but if I'm not, fuck it, plug him, Warpy got his goddamn groove back. Jet setting on spec with a dead Yeti on a roof rack. And miscreants will rubberneck jalopy euthanasia, which will later be regretted when it's your turn for cremation. And I walk like early man, freak a little witch hunt, gathering the cornies and exploiting every stigma. The malformed oddities among sovereignties normal shall abuse every vice you can imagine right before you. All I thought of was the cloven hooves and how they clip, clock over the woven roofs with a nose for commotion. Stolen goods. Now tell me what the fuck am I supposed to do? In the meantime, minus left. In the meantime, minus left. In the meantime, minus left. We were busy putting barbs on a large iron gate. They're gonna want us milk money next.
Stare into the glowing eye of Cerberus and Crow. Authoritative laminates will not repel the quarantined alone. All the town sickly know the coke machine is home, where they sit and hope the old team that nobles drink is strong.
Couples only roll a rank with soul to kiss your chicken new before they wiggle mittens through the pillory to ridicule. And you can hear the Iron Maiden's lock. Or see the town crier's ankle stock chained up to the tanker truck. A is up early, ring and run, thank you much. Document a little of the underbelly, bang for buck. A walk is the hype of the city gossip, meaning every dumpster diver's gotta vomit up a comment like, you ain't shit, this ain't ill. This is little Russian dolls that get smaller and smaller still. This is a corpse full of pills trying to sit still and build. Cause 8 planets bullied number 9 until he fell. Babylon goggles, gawk for the Galvatron coppers. Tugboat salvage all fossils. I'll be shepherd when the whirly birds deny the lepers doctors. If I'm not, fuck it, terrible metal hack concedes it. Says American a ski up off a plastic D cup. You think Charlie Brown was Weatherman? Have a zigzag around these yellow backs for peanuts in a baggy stomach lining attached to the bums in hiding. Sits the morals every outing would slide to refine his grinding. When the freakishly disfigured have been triggered to surround you, you would live inside the actual second they let the hounds loose. All I thought of was the cloven hooves and how they clip, clock over the woven roofs with a nose for commotion and stolen goods. Now tell me what the fuck am I supposed to do? In the meantime, minus left. In the meantime, minus left. In the meantime, minus left. We were busy putting barbs on a large iron gate. done, I shower, I'm everything. Ate some fucking Lucky Charms. Let's go. Most copious, rain soaked the opiates. Notice that a phobias appropriately procreate. Woke up with a ghost farm, focused on his groceries. When they aren't telling stories, they are multiplying grossly on a lawn. Let them loiter, never let them spawn. The apparitions have been drinking this water for too long. So when they gather by the bird bath in the morning, he would tell them, I mean no disrespect, but you have all else stayed you welcome. Interesting in a sense. Interrupt commiserating phantoms on your picket fence. Quickly they would lift their heads and breathe an ultimatum like the dead don't argue. Said you're living by the bayonet, but how alive are you? Shit, egg is all juice and bad etiquette. Elbows on a table, lobster bibbing on the ready, said he said, but how alive? I don't know, homie, you decide. Fine, how alive? Too alive. Too alive. Too alive. And one by one around the yard till each one felt communal pride, like they had done their little part in cleaning up the public with a steaming plate of justice for them easy bigger stomachs. We the legends at home with the unremembered. Geriatric lore in the clutch of the budding censor, who snuck around the art police and all related governments to infiltrate a human lung and hike up off his tongue and lip. Money's in the market for a mothership to double as a vessel that drag its legacy underwritten. Who am I to hang him out to dry by the heat? When if rehydrating fails, we're all dumber because of me. Zombies of the antiquated nation chatter quietly. The Too Alive channel from the library of rivalry. And summers in the mud, winners by the tracks. No story goes untold, ace. I got a handful rocking the same poker face, down and dance around the table like they own the place. I got the whole world thinking it's a holiday, cause they can smell the chum in the water from miles away. How alive? Too alive. 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 Too alive.
That means you're the best of the lousiest, and the lousiest of the best.
He listened closely, but...
Another dark night. Thieving, I'm walking a beast sheep like I walk in front of 39 thieves in a V. S'mores of a warm Helvetica brown proper for the yard got her monster proper to teleprompter. Wild blue yonder, blue in the face angel. Blue into the bugles and live with the euthanasia. Usually the shooter community chew the corpus, but I see the wolves have already got an AoE yours. Say it the dead, play the ledge closely. Train a barrel of monkeys to aim at the lowest bogey. Dope, the gonzo have always felt choked socially. Stole the golden fleece with a culture but total nobodies. Earth lives divided by fighting tribes. All we do is watch them waddle back and forth lighting fires. Detonator, wire cutter, pliers, 2 cities, enter one is broken up in tiny tiles. And I won't pose, I'm in the heart of the lion's throat. Through a photographic token of my primordial growth. You parade around a kill so damn proud, like a flatline fetish at his feathers fanned out. Ward sort of symmetry, skipping to it gingerly. Silkworms, ping pong, ministry to ministry. Hell's bells every which way the wind blows, so I bang my head against any wall you could build. Go.
Another dark night, another not alright, another bad ritual, more about surgery. Better follow the breadcrumbs back and back urgently. Water through the section where the natives feel murdery. Vicinity wander, claim no zone. Never let an anchor drop, never had a home. Never talk to strangers, never trust a friend. This is the life and the life will not end. A dark night.
Calicos, spread around a rabbit hole. Weapons to the heavens and arsenic where the carrots grow. Piss warm, sugar, water, summer canteen. Plus burned rubber like green is the new green. Rubberneck froze, flows by the multiplex. Rodeo commotion, I'm open to see what culminates. Bougie on the right, left, red rebel force. Both say the feudal prove the parking lot was never yours. Flat top, pebble board, soldiers molded. Where the Joneses every grown up when Dakota came to grow in. No motive but showed up in gross quotas. Hog barn burner, come see if your homes hold us. 85 rattle trap parked and fancy. You would swear you were stepping out of Comanche antsy. Let us in a jetty when a jettison of medicine and paranormal hatchery cadets will break the levees in. Folk know the totem camaraderie, token of equality. They posted horizontally. Crown of golden load and Dr. Quaterlocks the colony. Half mast flags, half caps, ordered properly. And sleep the sleep of the just. Ready on the left, where the witchcraft is spun out of a neighboring sect. With the usual undesirables and big brother cutters on the day your name became
another dark night.
vanished. Just like that. Vanished as completely as if they had never been there.
like you author the law. Pace like you're mourning a loss. Right hand on a can of worms. Left full of gold, evil trade for turf. I mean, that's okay. You gotta answer to you at the end of the Bible today. But a model of mercy and might no way. Marionette will clap and obey. Dude, look, all that noise, call that flight of the water boys. Meet and greet and they all slept five. Cheek to cheek when they colonize. And a grown-ass man shall abide as he wish. Walk that path with a dime and a stick. Walk that path with a diamond and wine. Walk that path to the firing line. Just walk. Pay no mind to the new recruit with the Plato spine. Let's be friends from opposite ends. Wait to the kid, don't hop on the fence. Play to the radius far and away. Orbit wide, don't park in his face. One little martyr will talk in his face. Make one little weatherman sharpen a blade. We don't need no walkie-talkies. No walkie-talkies. We don't need your coffee went off in the morning coffee now. We don't need no walkie-talkies. No walkie-talkies. We just want our hermitry to stay in our coffee to go. Shall be first to the curb with the mad cow meat, facing the bars of a regular cell when he woke up high in collectible hell. Boomtown kid, he was told by the binge that a man who expired with the most shit win. That's warpy American nonsense penned by the rich, not a routine framed in a pinch. Still not used to the stench of it throws off otherwise loose to the vents. In the case the afraid observer, got a pro kids box full of lamest terms. It goes A, peace, pray for the plague, major relief in capacious rains. But just cause I don't wanna war with you, it don't mean go warm up the barbecue. Like pardon you, sword off limit. My high noon is a quick little minute. I don't wanna spend it, sin with a critic, cause simply isn't gonna ever really get it. This HQ is alive and alone. No driveway, no sign of a home. No dial tone, no line for the phone. No world's tiny as violent song. And I might just lie to a more. Lying in the morgue with a deep breath, hiding aboard. Fighting a smile, highly annoyed when the timing is right. I will rise and record. Call for the monster.